If you had the opportunity to live in a children's wonderland, would you choose anywhere else? We don't just say, we do. It's the Stain City way.
Welcome to Real Talk. I am Anele and it's good to have you joining us again. So, at just 3 years of age, my guest today was already hitting notes so high with her angelic voice that her own mother said her voice demanded attention. She went on to attract the right kind of attention, which led to her collaborating with influential heavyweights in the music industry such as Black Coffee, Black Motion, Zex Bantwini, Heavy K. She's produced smash hits that have earned her numerous nominations as well as the Summer Award for Female Artist of the Year in 2015. Over the past 10 years, she has cemented a place in the entertainment industry as the princess of house music, and now we call her the queen of house music in South Africa. Okay, please welcome Bucie Nqwiliso. Nolbabalo is the middle one. Nolbabalo Nqwiliso. I can see how you change your name because I don't think many radio DJs are going to get the Nqwiliso part right.
Jonga, no babalo, it's just too long. No Wilso.
Let's call you queen of house music. How's that?
I'll take that.
How's that one? Listen, is Jimmy Tau your cousin?
He is like a brother. He's a brother. Not even a cousin. Like inzalo yabo uvele umamakhe and then my mom.
Your mother and Jimmy Tau's mother are sisters.
Yes.
I could not
and
believe that.
And my aunt is late though, Mama Gachimi.
Mama Gachimi. So did that make you a natural fan of whichever team he was playing for?
Of course, my brother.
Why don't we know this?
I don't know.
I would have milked it if I were you two. I would have been singing the national anthem at soccer games.
No, man. So he had to shine there.
Okay. Yes. No, because you guys really didn't piggyback off each other.
No. We didn't.
Was he there when you were performing with your shower to shower roll on as a kid?
He was. He was, and I remember I used to tell him, akakwazi ucula ubhuti wami, akakwazi ucula. Unayo ne-bass ke xa sithi uyacula. Akayilozi. That day when you phone ndithi kuye, uthi yeah, you should tell them ukuthi ufundiswe ndim ucula xa usowugwegwezi. Ndithi but bhuti wami awukwazi ucula.
That's like me saying I taught you soccer.
I mean, you know what I mean.
He's like, I'll tell people Jimmy taught me how to sing. If you tell people that
I taught you how to kick a ball.
Yeah, then we even.
Then we even.
And then we even. So what I hear as well is that you used to charge your family and friends to...
Yeah.
Okay.
10 rands. 1 rand. Actually, before Ndiazi Mali, when I was like 6, Ndihlala Epilton with when I went to where my father comes from, that is in the Eastern Cape. Then I didn't know many then. So I would tell them, if you want me to sing. Actually, they didn't even know Tswana, so I would even make up Tswana words and sing so that I can make like 50 cents. And then big things, shwam, you know, that packet, and they'll be like, you have to buy 1 from it for 10, for a cent. So now if I sang for 50 cents, I'm rich.
You're rich, babe.
I get 50 of them.
You've got it all down. So is that where you came? Because you've got your languages are there, like Tswana, Sotho, Zulu, Xhosa, and you're not just picking a bit of the language. You know the entire thing.
I know.
So how did that come about?
At Lexstop in Kuma, where I grew up. That's in Northwest, and there's a lot of Tswana people there.
But did you grow up speaking Xhosa?
I grew up speaking Xhosa. My dad was very strict about that. He would tell us, you are not going to tsuratsuriza here. You can tsuratsuriza there with your friends, but the second you walk in through that gate, I want you to speak Xhosa. Because now our Xhosa was getting diluted now, because like we mix Xhosa with Tswana. And my brother, my younger brother was just hopeless. So my dad could not understand, like, no more.
And your mom?
My mom is from Kimberley.
Also, she's Tswana.
No, she's Xhosa. Xhosas are everywhere.
Okay. Okay, so where did your parents meet then?
Badibana khona at Klerksdorp, because there's mines.
Okay,
My dad
so
used
the
to work
two
in a
Xhosa
mine, yeah.
people in Klerksdorp found each other.
They found each other.
Because your mom was a
Different
pastor, still a
provinces.
pastor.
She's still a pastor.
And
But she wasn't a pastor when she met my dad.
oh,
She only started school, I think it was 99, 2000, 2001.
oh,
Yeah.
that's funny because in 1999, that's when you heard, "When you are ready, I will surrender."
From Jimmy.
Yes. Oh, did you hear from Jimmy?
I heard it from Jimmy.
Then he does have a claim, hey, babe. Yeah, sorry, Jimmy. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, sorry, Jimmy. Sorry, he does have a claim.
I heard it from him.
So he had
used to
Fresh's
be-
album.
He had Fresh's album and he played it all the time. All the time. Because he stayed in Stock and Stock.
Okay, okay.
And we were in Makapani with our grandmother. So every day he would come just to see Umakulu and, the cousins, we all there. And he would just be playing that. And I was just like, what is this music? What
did
this
it do
sound?
to you? Like,
it was just, I loved how mellow her voice was,
Yeah.
Come to my sweet melody. And I was like, oh my word. She's got this beautiful voice and the song just sounded so sad, but you could still dance to it as it sounded because her voice was so, it like her voice haunts you. You can't.
Yeah. So you understood the story of what she's saying, but at the same time you wanted to dance.
Can I tell you, I did not really understand the story of what she was saying.
What is she saying? Like, now that we're adults.
Exactly.
What is she saying?
The only thing I know is that when you are ready, I will surrender.
Tears will be falling away. Away. Away.
And then it's
and then the beat comes, the doom.
the bass line. It's still. Can you believe that it still does that to me till today?
Okay, listen, so many threads here because then you went and studied bass guitar.
Bass guitar.
Is that now from that song as well? Because the bass guitar in that song was something else.
Bass guitar. Like, I love bass. I love how it's an instrument that you just take. And just see it and you really don't take it to consideration, but it brings such a powerful sound into a song.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm tiny. Well, then I was tiny. I'm small. I want to play an instrument that has a big sound. And that's when I chose to study bass instead of vocals.
But because, you had the vocals.
I had the
right?
vocals,
Your voice was quite powerful. So how did you know you had the vocals? Was it because I know you also like Roberta Flack, right? That is your person.
Love her.
Which is strange because people say, oh, Whitney Houston or Mary J. Blige.
Roberta.
You didn't even go to Anita Baker or Aretha Franklin. You're like, Roberta,
Come,
girl. What about it? And who introduced you to Roberta Flack?
My sister introduced me to Roberta Flack.
Okay.
I was 18 when she introduced me. I was pregnant because I stayed with my sister when I fell pregnant at 17, then gave birth at 18.
Were you still in high school?
I was.
Matric was still at 9?
Matric.
Okay, at least you were on your way out.
Yeah, I was on my way out.
Just like, I'm out here. Okay.
So she would play those songs. There's one particular song that she used to play was the first time ever I saw your face. I felt, I just thought it was such a beautiful song. And she told me that
sad, though.
it was, but it's a song that she wrote for her child. Yes. So the first time.
And you were pregnant.
And I was pregnant. And at that age, that's how I wanted to feel about my unborn child, because you are 17, 18, you are pregnant, you're always beating yourself up about it. If it's not you, it's everyone else around you.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to be able to have that love when I give birth, that I don't resent him, because at the end of the day, he did not ask to be brought into the world.
And you don't bash yourself up. You forgive yourself because you can't be raising a child under guilt.
Do you understand? I'm about to bring life into this world, so now I need to check everything.
It's quite a mature way to look at things when you're 17.
17.
Yeah.
That is why a lot of people don't believe that I'm 30. I turned 30 this year. So people just think, they even call me Sis Bucie, and I take it.
I know, my makeup artist is like, Sis Bucie.
And I take it.
You're like, yeah. Listen, are we not having a good time? Are we not entertained? Plenty of time with Bucie on the way. We'll be talking music, motherhood, marriage, and so much more. We will be back after this quick break. Oh, and the way Output Casper on your vest is there in that video. didn't. I only saw that today. That I'll put if you love the dome is in your video.
Is in my video.
Oh.
He's in my video, and sometimes I say he wants to boost my ego. He'll be like, "Yo, Bucie, you made me, Joe."
You made me. Listen, so that was one of the biggest songs to come out of 2014, and it was part of the reason she picked up the summer for the best female artist. That is Bucie featuring Heavy K with Easy to Love, and as you can see, she is our guest today. So when do you, because I know you said you cited your dad's passing away as the decision to go into music.
And do what I need to do, what I love.
Does that
makes
happen
me happy.
immediately when you pass away? Is it like a gradual thing? Because I mean, for black people, when someone passes away, okay, first you grieve, then you become an events planner. you know, then you're handing out scones and tea to the family for 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden there's no one there. And those are the quiet moments when you decide what you're going to do with your life after this person has left.
With me, well, then it was different because I think I decided when I got a phone call at 2 a.m. that he's no more. And I'd planned ukuthi ngizombona the following day. I just got back from Joburg to Bloemfontein because he was in Bloemfontein. He was in hospital in Bloemfontein. And I was supposed to go and see him, and I was like, I'll go and see him tomorrow. And I never got the chance to see him again and speak to him. So for me, it was just like, yeah.
Do you feel like there's things you still wanted to say to him?
There's a lot. And Poopa sometimes saying exactly what I wish he would say, and that is, I am proud of you. Because my dad just thought I was this crazy little person that he cannot control. But there's so much. There's so much. But one thing I would love to hear him say to me, I am so proud of you, Nondwe Blush.
Nondwe Blush? What? Oh, Nondwe Blush. Can't tops. Punyuka bemphethe.
Jonga uthi ndilapha uthatha unjonga ndilapha sendileyo ba ufike nini apha so lapha so.
Did you sing at his funeral?
I did.
What did you sing?
Actually they forced me to sing. I didn't even want to sing. Wathi omnyumama wathi, if you don't sing, your father uzovuka. Nathi you hayi makavuke.
Then he must wake up.
But my favorite song has always been Beyonce, Daddy's song.
Oh,
that's what I sang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you feel like it was a little bit healing for you to sing?
It was because even the song that I sang, I used to listen, I used to love, well I still do, I love Beyonce.
Yeah.
And from Destiny's Child.
Yeah, and she did a lot of songs about her father for the Dangerously in Love
Dangerously in Love.
Yeah.
So I would listen to Dangerously in Love as I'm cleaning, because my dad, like, I would be cleaning the house and I am thinking I am Beyonce as I am, like, on my knees or wiping the floor. So when I'm not around, he would actually listen to that album.
And it was nice, that album, because even Luther Vandross was there. So, you know, it was this pop princess who's got a bit of old soul. So parents accepted it.
Yeah, they did. So my dad would listen to Beyonce when I'm not around. That's when he misses me. So my mom will tell me, he's listening to your CDs.
It's so beautiful that you say you were blessed in the sense that you watched your parents love each other for your entire life.
For all my life. And they taught me love. So that is why I know and understand love so much. You cannot fool me. Yeah, well, if you fool me, shame on you. But the love that you're going to receive from me is pure. So I grew up seeing that, and it was just something I was like, yeah, I want that. You know, you watch Generations and Karabo and Tau and Kaya Muten and all of that. It's like, I don't want to be like that.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, when we put a TV in Lena and then Kaya, it's a different story. So, yeah.
So how do you go from deciding music is my passion, music is what I owe my father, being happy is what I owe my father, to meeting Chico Twala?
Chico Twala I met when I was still pregnant.
Okay.
Okay, let me break it down.
Yes, please do.
I am 17. I am pregnant. Ndihlala eKhuma.
Okay.
My father is just thinking with my mom, she cannot be here. Do you understand?
Why? As in you're an embarrassment?
I can't really say an embarrassment as such because they accepted it very, very early.
Okay.
But it was just a thing of for my own sanity. I couldn't be in a place where people are always I'm gonna be
A
hearing
small
these
town,
things. Small town,
17-year-old pregnant, get her out of here.
A small town, 17-year-old pregnant mother is a pastor.
Okay,
Do you understand?
okay,
Yes.
I hear it.
So I go to Bloemfontein, and when I got to Bloem, there was auditions, the Soul City.
Okay.
And I went and I auditioned. And I went all the way through until
Were
they
you
saw
showing?
that I was pregnant. I didn't really show because I was wearing black.
Okay.
So I kind of fooled them. And then they phoned because now they needed a video. They wanted a group from they created a group from all the auditions. They created like a group, 3 from this
Is this Maubani?
province. Maubani! I do my only then they saw that I was pregnant. Like how
This
we're
girl.
pregnant. And I shot the video pregnant.
Okay,
Yes.
good girl.
So that's when I met Uchiko Twala when we were recording the Maubani song.
Where are the other girls now?
Kamu, I remember Kamu. She is in Bloem, I think, and we're both coming from Bloemfontein. And then there was Uso. She was from Durban. I haven't seen her.
So none of them followed music as far as you did?
No, none of them did.
But I mean, you came in with a plan.
I came in.
You came in with a plan.
I think that's actually part of when I decided. But I decided when I came for June 16. It actually played on SABC 3. Someone woke me up like, dude, you're on TV. I went on TV and I had this blonde, short hair, otololo. I'm like, ah!
And you were like 18, 19?
I was 18. I was 18. And that's the same year my dad passed on. Because after that project, June 16, and then I went back home, and then I had to go to Bloemfontein, and a few days later, that's when he passed on.
So when would you say things looked up for you, where the promises that you'd made to yourself and your father and quietly to the universe, that you saw that they were coming true?
When Black Coffee came back from London and he had a video, he was playing in a club and the whole crowd was singing along to Turn Me On, word for word.
And he showed you this?
He showed me the video. And I went into my little quiet place and I was like, what is this? Is this really happening? Are those people singing a song that I wrote, that I sang?
Is this from London?
This is from London.
Is this the one where you said there was a guy narrating it in a British accent saying, oh my word, go Bucie, go
Yes,
Bucie. Yes,
that's the
okay.
one. That's
Do
the
you
one.
have that video?
No, I don't. I don't have any videos.
Does
I
Black have
don't.
it?
I don't know if he still has it, because that was 2008. No, 2008. 2008, 2007. So that was a long time ago. I don't think he still has it.
Oh my word, isn't it wonderful to watch how this life happened, okay? We're looking at the trajectory of the singer-songwriter, Bucie, and we are in awe. Listen, don't forget that there is a weekly competition that we run. What we need to give you is a 5,000 Rands e-gift card to liven up your home. Sounds good, right? Well, if you like it, follow the details on your screen right now, and you will put yourself in line to be one of the weekly winners. I announce it every single Friday. More real talk with Bucie after this. I lose myself to the sound of your voice.
Never gonna let you go.
Yo, that song has made me nationalize my morals. Hey, lady, you don't know, hey, you don't know. My PA was saying that this song once made him spend all his money at Tave. Like, that's when I'm saying,
And then, so she get change my city. See, like, sleep. And where's my money?
we're talking about it with the team that club DJs like to first come from DJs in the colors, and then they mix into this song. And it just makes us feel so good because it's like these female powerhouses in music. And then people don't know it's a breakup song. Tell them.
It's a breakup song, and you get it.
I get it.
You get it, and it's actually so nice that you get that it's a breakup song, and yet you still enjoy it like that. I was with Uzizo the other day, and she's like, don't spoil it for me, please. It's a love song for me.
No.
Mrs. Fresh, Tabiso's wife. Now I said the same thing. Don't spoil it for me. It's a love song, okay? I don't care what you were saying, but everything else.
A love song can be a breakup song.
It can be a breakup song. I mean, it's a love song to yourself.
Yeah.
Because you have to now love yourself enough to walk away from something that doesn't work for you, and you don't now feel bad about it, but you feel like you need to rejoice because you just saved yourself.
Oh.
So yeah, that's what it's about.
And then I saw you perform it acoustic, right? And then it really became the
Then
problem
you
with
got it.
black motion. They hear more so you forget that where you know.
Oh man, and the bass. Boom. Ay.
Stop it.
Let's stop it.
So you own your music because you write your music.
I do.
When was that decision important for you?
When I studied music business esikolweni, and already being in the music industry, those are the things that Udemo taught me. He made sure that he would sit me down and explain everything to me, which this is how it works, this is what is important, and all of that. So I just decided, it's one of those things that I don't want to end up like all the old artists that pass on, and they were creating such beautiful music, but now they're gone, and royalties, everything, you understand? Some people are the ones that are benefiting from their work, and these people have kids, you know, because that's supposed to be your children's legacy. So I was like, I don't want to be part of that. I refuse.
But also, writing is the most difficult part, I feel, of the process, right?
It's very difficult. It's not easy, I'm not gonna
lie.
lie.
It's not, and this is why there's very few of you who do it successfully. I mean, I can mention you, I can mention Trezo, I can mention Zonke, people who are
Zonke is amazing.
You know, people who are writing and owning. What's your writing process like?
I have to listen to the beat. I let it drive me. So only then, when I hear the beat, then I decide on what is it that I want to talk about. But with Rejoice, it was a different story because Tabo from Black Motion Smalls, he's the one that helped me write. Because I was at a point where I'm like, every song that I have sang, it almost sounds the same. I need something different. I need new words to explain how I'm feeling. So we're sitting in studio and I'm like, this is what I'm feeling right now. I don't want to do this anymore. And then we come with, I cannot pretend to be at peace.
Be at peace. So baby,
please love me for me. Lay my heart at ease. Don't watch me bleed. There's so much more of me, so release me. Just release me. And now and I was telling him, I'm like, and then when I say release me, I need to repeat it so that you understand good. Just release. Like, you need to now hear the cry of you releasing me, because I need you. If you love me that much, I need you to love me enough to let me go.
Just let me go.
Because now you can see good, I am bleeding. Don't watch me bleed. You're supposed to care about me.
This is the song.
This is the song.
Okay, and because I know with there was another song where you said they gave you 2 beats to listen to. Is it the Heavy K one, Easy to Love?
It's the Heavy K one. He played the Easy to Love one, and then he played another beat.
Okay.
But I was already sure, Bucie, I want that one.
All right, so immediately you know which song that your heart can ride,
like I'm
right?
saying, I always listen to the bass line. So even if you listen to the bass line, you're Easy to Love, you know? When it comes, and it kind of reminded me of War.
Okay. Sing it, I might remember.
No, I just know the bass line. I'm going to look so ridiculous singing the bass line, but it went dum, dum, dum. Ba, ba, ba. Yes.
I remember that.
Oh, man.
Yo, party girls, you can't stop
You can't stop us.
Oh, wow. Okay, and now that you mention it,
so,
I can see.
Wait, can you hear that bass line? So it kind of took me there, and I was like, oh, this is the one. This is the one.
So now, in that instance where you've picked between 2 things, or you've written 16 songs and only 11 will make the album, where are the other songs?
Some I forget about them. Just the other day, Anele, the one that produced Sheila for me, because I've worked in studio with him. Oh, you need to listen to his new song. You're going to love it.
Okay.
So you're definitely going to love it.
Bring it.
So Anele will play songs that, do you remember this song? Tikonba, I don't even remember singing.
Meanwhile, it's you.
It's me. And in fact, what am I saying? What was I thinking? I totally forget about them. Because the second I choose the ones that I love, the ones that I have written and recorded and I did not choose, that means they're not best, they're not good enough. So I forget about them and I start from scratch.
So Toronto, New York, Miami, London, Hong Kong, you have been everywhere. I think at a point you were bigger overseas than you were big here at home. How did that sit with you?
It broke my heart. It broke my heart. I would get to a place, this other year I was in Bulgaria, and I was literally the only black person in the club, and I had people that tell me that they drove for 600 kilometers to come and see me. And I was just like, why don't I get this at home? They don't even need to drive 600 kilometers.
They can just go down the road.
You know, because I go everywhere. It broke my heart, but it was just one of those things that I would now tell myself, but you know what? It just means the talent is
global.
Yeah, you know, they'll catch up.
Because I know there was one story you were telling in Hong Kong on a Tuesday where people have to go to work the next day at 2 in the morning, the entire place is singing along to you.
From Turn Me On to Get Over It to Superman to Respect Me. All I'm asking for is respect the woman I am. And everyone is just, even guys, all I'm asking for respect the woman I am. It was crazy. And it's that thing, Uguti, you're just like, yo, can you imagine this happening at home? And then from here I can go, because now when you perform and you have such positive vibes around you, you get into the zone so much that it drains you emotionally. So it's like, ooh, after that you just want to sleep. And now I have to wake up and catch a flight back.
To go somewhere else. You're
like,
not
why
at home.
Isn't this at home? Because at home, you know, even if I miss a flight, it's fine. Zoveskin patale how much? 700 for the next one, max. 900 max. But now I'm in a...
You're in Bulgaria, babes. you need your passport.
I need
and you need your good English.
I need my good English and I need currency.
True. Do you think you ever reach those levels here at home?
Finally. I can say finally, because when my water broke, I was on stage and I was performing for 5,000 to 6,000 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
You reached those levels.
I've reached those levels.
Okay, more with Bucie on Real Talk after this quick break. No. Taking off her 4th studio album titled Princess of House, Easy to Love. This was Bucie with Shela. She spoke about him earlier. And this year, she's back with her 5th and final album titled Rebirth. What's the anxiety for you when it comes to your craft? Is it the downloads? Is it the sales? Is it the attendance of concerts? Is it the social media following? Is it the money that you can make? What's your biggest anxiety when it comes to music?
It's the shows.
Okay.
It's the shows, because that's where I get to really feed you my music. So if you don't show up, you won't understand what I'm talking about. And if you don't understand, then you won't buy. So it's both.
Okay.
It's the shows. I need you to come to the shows so that you're able to buy the music. Because now what we do as artists, we have our music in our boots.
Okay.
Now you have to wait for
the
shops,
record label and shops to put you on the stand.
To put you there. Yeah, so you go there, you do your thing, and the second people love you and they see you, I mean, a difference of 5 people buying your CD for even less than they would find it in a shop, that's very fulfilling, it's satisfying.
And they will then go and play it for more people.
For more people, who will then now want to know, where can I get this music?
You once said that writing an album is emotionally draining.
It is.
And for me, you're still one of those artists who want to give us albums. You don't want to just burn singles, hot. You want to give us a body of work.
Album.
So is that why you're saying you're done with this life?
That's why I'm saying I'm done, man. By the time you're done recording, you have to promote, you have to make sure that people know that the album is out, and already you are drained. So, it's just...
Won't you miss it?
I will miss being on stage more than being in studio.
So what Why don't you just do that? I mean, you've got 5 albums. That's a lot of that's
Be
a
on
lot of
stage.
music. Just be on stage. Do musicals.
You know, I will be on stage only if it's really worth it. Because now I have to, I don't just think about myself. If you have to book me to go to Angola, I have to remember I'm not going to see my kids for 2 days. I'm not going to see my husband for 2 days. What's happening in my home when I'm not there? So it needs to really, really be like, oh, okay. Yeah, y'all will be fine for 2 days.
So do you not feel like because now you are a newish mother? I mean,
I think
he
this
was
point-
6 months.
He's 6 months.
He's just 6 months old. Okay, and your other son is 12 years old, and your husband. Like, I just feel like
And my husband's son is six years old.
6 years old as well. So you guys are like this family. You're like this
Yeah.
family.
We need
by
each other.
3, you know, you're there, and it's new that you're making drastic statements. I feel like,
Like I am
to
quitting.
say this is my final album when you are as talented as you are, when you don't need anyone else to make your music, but just to collab with people. You just need to write and find a beat, and you're good. I just feel it's a little Jay-Z when he said he's retiring.
And now he's back.
And then he came
with
back.
A
He was like,
444.
do you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Maybe now I'll do that, or it would just be like I said the other day. I was still here on SABC3, and I said, let's just maybe call it a very long break.
okay.
Yeah, I think maybe it would be safer to say it's
Yeah.
a long break. But for me, taking a break, I'm just hoping that people forget about me. Because I always complain about the fame that comes with everything. If I had to choose between just doing music and nobody cares who I am, but I'm making my money,
Yeah.
I would choose that more than doing music, making your money, and being famous.
So, which means that you should then continue to write, at least for other people.
For other people, I will.
Okay.
Actually, I am leaving. I'm not leaving just to just sit and do nothing.
Okay.
I have a record company,
You do.
Bucie Pty. That's where this album Rebirth is coming out of. So I just want to be recording women only. Yes, because I know how hard it is in the music industry for anyone, especially if you're a woman. And South African music industry is male dominated.
Which one isn't?
You?
Give me one across the world. Give me an industry just across
Just
the world
enjoy
that's not
that
male
you-
dominated.
You have to constantly prove your worth,
Yeah.
you always stay fighting.
Yeah.
So I wanna help them fight, but now they won't have to fight that much because now I have the experience. I've been here, I've seen, I know what to do to get them to where they need to be.
What do you wish you knew quicker when you got into the industry? And when you learned it, it made the world of difference.
That not everyone, because you know in the industry we always, no, we're family. If they're not blood, they're not family. That's the one thing that I learned, and when I did, I was like, okay, let's do this. Yeah.
So have you had? Because I mean, now you're saying you're taking a break from music. But
Oh my gosh, did you see Namehlo break? Ooh,
no,
that's a
I
good
had to like,
expression.
hey, I dance to rejoice. Like, I'm just like, she can't stop though. Now that you're taking a break, I see that this decision for a break, it comes from a place of love
It does.
and contentment. Have you ever wanted to quit, but it came from a place of anger?
So many times.
Really?
It came from a place of anger. It came from a place of sadness. It came from all the horrible places.
A place of loneliness?
A loneliness in a sense, Yoba. I never get to see my son. I never get to see my mother. I am stuck in Joburg because I can't even afford to go home. Yet I'm on TV every day. People see me on TV every day, but I don't have anything. And it's like, but why? Why? I don't want this. I want to go home. I'd rather go home. Or I'll go overseas, you know. Don't let people fool you. When you go and perform overseas, they tell you, Uguti, flights are expensive. And what I love about performing overseas is that from the airport, when they come to fetch you, the car is proper to the hotel. So you kind of forgive that, but you end up just performing for making sure that people get to hear your music. But
So you
it's
do
more
it for exposure.
For exposure and promotion,
Yeah.
you know? And you come back, I'm like, I just came back from London. I'm broke. Where's all my money? You
Like,
know?
where's this pound everyone speaks about?
Ipile pound.
Ipila dollar.
Ipila dollar. Ipila euro. You know? So it came from all those places where it was just like, is it even worth it? I had to ask myself, is it worth it? But then again, I have to speak to myself. I say that to myself and say that to my other self.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's not even about money, because you still get to do what you are called for, and that is healing people with your voice. So it was always been that one thing that just makes me feel like, I want to quit, but I'll stay for now. Yeah.
Next week, though.
But next week, if this happens again, I'm done.
I'm out of here, okay? I'm not just here with empty threats. I will leave you guys.
I'm out. Can you see that I am out?
I will walk out of here whilst you're watching me.
Yeah.
And your music, hearing your music on radio or hearing it like elsewhere, doesn't that like heal your heart in a way?
It heals my heart. What heals my heart the most, though, is not just hearing my music, but hearing someone sing along to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are like the lyrics girl, right? So we know your
Very
lyrics.
easy.
Like, it's not hidden in a beat or like, you know, you hear it, and it's like, it's almost like you catch yourself and then lyrics come out. Right?
It's you see how you said it, it's so extreme, but it is what it is. That's what happens. I cut myself and they come out. And because blood, you don't want to have blood.
Yeah.
So they come out like blood. So we understand about them, even the meaning of those lyrics, it has to be as intense as you cutting yourself and there's blood coming out. So that's what it is.
She's not gonna retire.
I am going to retire.
No. We did this show with the purpose of convincing her otherwise.
I would not to.
Look, as we head into another ad break, we'll find out what's next for Bucie now that she's decided to take a break from music. Stay with us.
You mean a break?
With chart-topping hits that have had fans on the continent and across the globe, as you've heard Dancing Away, Bucie has certainly left her mark as the ultimate diva of house music. Her 5th studio album, Rebirth, is her last offering before she takes a long break to be with her family. Although it's sad for fans to see her go, it couldn't be a more fitting farewell. Somebody wants to know, you said that you're going to do your last live DVD in Klerksdorp.
I'm still going to do my live DVD. I need to have an album, so that I can shoot the DVD.
Okay, so you're finishing the album now?
I'm finishing the album and then the DVD.
At Joy Bongi says, Bucie, such a yummy mommy. Hey, she is. And then I like this one at Kaya Let. She says, I wish she would do a duet with John Legend. It would be so beautiful.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I receive.
Can't retire.
I'm receiving.
Can't retire if you
guys, let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
Okay, I am heartbroken about your break, capital letters from music, but I'm happy for you and you look very happy.
Thank you.
So that's good. Speaking of you looking happy, I remember you and I sitting backstage at Clash of the Choirs.
Clash of the Choirs.
And you were competing and I was a judge and you and I used to chat long.
Yeah.
It was lovely. And you were with your husband now and you were just like,
No. I wasn't with my husband now.
It's another guy.
No. It's a thing of, I got to a point where I had to sit and stop telling myself about this is what is good for me. I had to sit and be patient because now with all of that, I was still happy, but there was just so many other things that I had to deal with that, of course, you don't share. You want everyone to think that you're happy, but then I had to be honest with myself and sit and be like, but this is not it. This is just pure BS. I'm not doing
because
this.
You weren't telling me that you're not happy, but you were telling me that you are very close to the end of this, but you don't know if you can take that leap of it being the end.
Yes.
Because you were like, I'm saying to him that I want more from this, and
because it's a thing of I was hoping that I could change him. Yes, I could fix him. And what I had to be honest with myself about was that I am, as I'm trying to fix him, Now
breaking
I am
yourself.
breaking myself.
Yeah.
So it had to be self-love. And when I was at that point of self-love, and I was just like, I am not doing this
Good
ever.
girl.
I'm just going to chill. My husband just popped out of nowhere.
Because you also said that you understand you are not easy to love, but you are working on it. Have you
Yes.
stopped saying that about yourself?
You know, when I said I'm not easy to love, I
Yes.
meant I am work in progress.
Okay.
I am a very, very difficult person. I get angry at my husband sometimes and I don't even know why. So I'll just be sitting and I'm like, but why am I mad?
It's like, I dreamt he said something funny to me. I'm upset now.
I dreamt he was cheating.
And you even knew the girl.
Yes. Kubani. Kubani. The fact that Nimpupile, that means ukona. So where's your phone?
I know that.
So I still have those moments, and I love how he's so amazing about it, because I just sit and I'm like, oh, I do deserve you. I deserve you. So when I said easy to love, I understood how difficult I can be. And I've never, it's not just seeing it with my husband or my previous relationship, but it's even with my family sometimes, because Somnae sometimes phones me and then I'll say something, we are dika, and she really means it.
Yeah.
Like, she's really mad at me because like, we are dika, man. And like, so I'll just sit and be like, but what is wrong with me? Why can't I keep my mouth shut? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do this? But the fact that with all of that, they love me and they know how to deal with me and get me to a point where now I'm just like, yeah, I am crazy, aren't I? I'm a little weird.
I'm a little cuckoo.
I am a little
that's
crazy.
fine.
And I don't know what happens. It's just
Short circuit.
it just happens.
I cannot wrap the show up without talking about Drake taking your song.
I even tell people now, I'm like, okay, don't just speak to me, okay? I'm Drake's songwriter.
Drake knows who I am.
I mean,
okay.
seriously.
Who called? What happened that day you got the call? Did you run around the house? Did you jump off the roof?
Okay, this is a very weird story. Before this girl that's singing
Now, yes.
sang, it was J-Lo.
Yes, I remember Black was
Yes.
telling me this.
But I guess when it all came out, I was just too hung up on what was happening with me, because that's the time I was in hospital. My water just broke.
Your child was premature.
My child was, so it was all of that. I had so much to deal with. You know what? Right now, I have to pray for my son.
That is,
you understand?
sorry, Black Coffee, Drake, J-Lo.
But right now,
I'm praying for my son.
I'm praying for my son. I have a little person that is fighting for his life every day. I can't even hold him. He's in that little glass, and I just have to put my arms and just rub his skin a bit.
And then I must go home and leave him here. And the nurses must tell me how he is.
Oof. And I have to call, and they have to say, oh, this is what's happening with him today. But I'm grateful that he wasn't a sickly premature. It was just the normal ones where there's this and it can be fixed.
He just needed to grow.
You know? He just needed to grow.
Yeah.
So I was just there for me to even be like, oh, this is happening.
And then when Apiwe was fine, and
when Apiwe was fine,
he comes home to his two siblings and a dad, and you, then does it sink in that?
Then it sinks in. And then I read on Twitter, and I love, which camera? I need to look at people at home. I love you guys with all my heart. I am here today because of you. The way South Africans fought for me. Why? Why isn't it Bucie? She just
We
slipped
want
out that
Bucie on our
We want
song.
Bucie. The soul, that girl can sing, but no, it's not Bucie and all of that. And only then, I did have that thing, but why wasn't it me? But then at the end of the day, my beautiful, handsome, supportive husband said to me, no, baby girl, do not be stressing about this. Actually, it's a compliment. Because of all the songs in the world that Drake could choose from, he chose a song that had your voice in it.
Yes.
Meaning he really wanted you.
So the voice sold it.
We understand
Yeah.
that. So even the fact that when that girl sings, she sings the song exactly the way that I did. The
Yeah.
way she places melodies
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
It's exactly the way that I did it. She changes it here and there, but it's just as it is. So it was a compliment. Instead of me stressing about it, I was like, oh, hey.
And I'll take the money.
Dollars, honey.
Bring them. What now, papi? Listen, we will see you again when you come out of your break. It could be in 5, it could be in 10, it could be in 15 years, but you will come out and you'll give us another testimony of your heart.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having
have
me.
Thank you so much to our guest, Bucie. What a lovely chat. Thank you to you for watching and for all your tweets. Sorry, man, we just got so hung up that I almost forgot to read them. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Tomorrow, 5 p.m., SABC 3. Don't be late now. Chonga.
That's cheeky.